Back in Fenmont at last.
All thanks to you and the others.
Can you believe this is where we first met? That feels like forever ago.
I suppose it does. This probably isn't something I need to say again, but...
I know. There's no time for waxing sentimental.
Right. And check our objective. Why are you always fighting?
Ever since Professor House disappeared, I've been up to my ears in work.
Where did he go anyway? And why would he disappear the day he won the Hal Prize?
Something must have happened to him. Just between us, remember how the military came in and searched the school on the day the professor disappeared? When they went through his office, they confiscated every document of his they could find.
So that investigation wasn't related to the warrant out for Jude?
That was their official reason, but I wonder what their real objective was. First, his reward was rescinded without explanation, then everything he ever worked on was confiscated. There's nothing normal about that.
What was the professor even working on?
I heard he was researching a theory that involved using spirits without providing them any mana.
Is that even possible?
Apparently he'd had some success, but I wouldn't get too interested if I were you. If you stick your nose too far into it, you might disappear too.
Come on, don't say things like that.
So that means Professor House was researching something similar to the Lance of Kresnik. Are you okay? Mr. Eldon?
Doc. Dr. Jude?
Lie still. You're hurt pretty badly.
Listen to me, Doc. She tricked us. One of the researchers was actually an Ajul spy. When I tried to arrest her, she blew up the entire testing chamber.
We'll carry the wounded to the hospital. Come with me.
It sounds like Gaius is making his move.
We can't waste any more time.
Even great warriors can't fight on an empty stomach. Of course, nor are they very effective when they're drowsy after a big meal.
Now what? Doesn't sound like knocking will get us in.
The Lance of Kresnik is just beyond this door.
There's got to be another way in. Let's look for it. What was that?
What?
You okay?
I don't know anything. I'm sorry.
Isn't she...
It's the mayor! Hang in there!
The mayor of Hamil? They did say that the Rashigal army invaded the village.
All the villagers frozen solid. No! No!
Hey, come back to us. Don't give up.
Oh no! Mayor!
It's Professor House all over again.
The villagers were frozen solid? What could that mean? Is this what Gaius's henchwoman meant when she said the power of a great spirit?
This woman was knocking on death's door. She might have been delusional.
Either way, this is unforgivable.
I wonder if it'll work the same. Are you thinking about the mayor? I understand how you feel. My teacher at school was killed by that same awful machine.
It's not that. It's that I'm not actually sad at all. Is Elise a heartless monster?
Elise. Do you think she got what she deserved?
Of course not. The mayor suffered horribly. What happened was so awful.
Would a heartless monster get so mad about what happened to the mayor? Would she shed tears over it?
No, I guess not. We have to destroy that stupid lance.
Can this contraption help us?
It might let us look in on the lance. Here's the video feed.
That's remarkable, Jude.
There's nothing there.
The Lance of Kresnik is gone. Did that explosion destroy it?
Surely it would leave some wreckage behind.
Perhaps the lance was moved before the explosion occurred. That's the only logical explanation.
But moved to where?
Mila, look! I found a recording of what happened. Is that the spy Mr. Eldon talked about?
That girl. She's the one from our last visit.
You're right. She was the one that attacked us.
Hey, what you got there?
It looks like someone discovered her ruse, so she detonated a bomb.
But isn't she a Najul spy? If I were in her shoes, I wouldn't risk my life like that even if my cover was blown. In the game of espionage, a dead body can still provide valuable intel.
Then how about this? Maybe she planned to blow up the lance all along, and Mr. Eldon finding her was just a coincidence.
If Jude's theory is true, then it's likely that the girl didn't know the lance had left the facility.
That means she's now either on her way to the location where the lance was taken,
Or trying to find out where that location is.
In either case, we might find out something if we can catch her.
According to the timestamp on the video, the explosion only happened half an hour ago.
Then she's probably still in the city.
We need to find that girl. Why are you always fighting without me? Well, if you insist on leaving me out, so be it. My stomach seems to be empty again. When do we eat?
Again with this one. Good performance, but terrible fuel efficiency.
You went to medical school here, didn't you?
Young students burning with passion, living their dreams. I bet you miss those days.
Not really. We studied and trained all day, every day. I never did anything particularly memorable.
Lame. That is so you.
Even those days of toil will one day be treasures to you.
I would have liked to have gone to school myself.
You should have. Maybe you'd have learned how to behave like a normal person.
Did you go to school, Leia?
Sure did. I was the class vice president.
Then going to school doesn't seem to help with behavior at all.
You might be right about that. Hey, wait a minute!
There she is, the girl in red.
I know you. Yes. I finally get to finish you off, and it's not even my birthday.
Sorry to interrupt your little psychotic episode, but we really need to ask you something.
Why would I answer you, Claudes?
Wait, I have seen you before. Is it possible? Are you Lady Nadia of House Travis?
Huh?
I seem to be correct. But what would compel an heiress of one of the 6 ruling houses to spy for Azul?
I don't know anything about that stinking house. I'm Agria the Shadowless of the Chimeriad.
The Chimeriad again?
So you're working for Gaius.
What's it to you?
You tried to destroy the Lance of Kresnik.
Well, duh.
We want to destroy it too. That makes us allies. If you know where the lance was taken, tell us.
Like I'd tell you anything.
Please, you want to destroy it for the same reason we do, right? 'Cause it's dangerous?
You reek. Oh, I've got an idea. Before I destroy the lance, I'll use it to blast Rashigul to itty-bitty bits!
What is your problem? We're working our butts off to save the world, and you think it's funny to stand in our way?
You really do stink!
What are you, 5?
You think you can fill the world with rainbows and kittens just by working hard? That sweet reek of yours is giving me brain decay.
What's your beef with hard work?
Zip it, you little pimple, or I'll pop you.
Excuse me?
I still remember the agony you caused me that day.
This girl is making my head hurt.
Right on point!
You seriously stink.
What the hell?
Stand in our way and we'll be forced to cut you down.
Whatever. Time we got rid of the damn stink around here.
Strike! Final Fury!
Forward. You have to be kidding me.
Embrace fortitude.
What's wrong?
Mila, I don't stink, do I?
No, you're totally fine.
Ah! Did I ask you?
I should warn you. I'm still not used to the sensation of sweating during exertion. Couple that with my somewhat clumsy sword grip, and well, you might consider being a little more cooperative. Where is the lance?
A secret passageway runs under the laboratory. It connects to Orta Palace.
And that is...
That's the palace Noctigal rules from.
I've never heard of this passageway.
Is it still usable?
Only if you're a worm. It's caved in now.
So we can't use it.
Hey, get back here!
Maxwell, one of these days, I'm going to rip that pretty face of yours to pieces! And you, pimple, listen up. Work, work, work as hard as that scrawny body of yours can handle, and you'll still wind up with only 2 things. Jack and squat!
Why do you say stuff like that? That girl has serious issues.
Orta Palace, the enemy stronghold.
We should be careful.
I know. Let's check things out first.
Why did that Agria girl say such awful things to me? Is that wretched little urchin actually nobility?
Yes, I do believe that she is the scion of the Travis family. The Travis estate was destroyed by arson a few years ago. Most of the Travises died in the blaze.
She lost her whole family? No wonder she turned out that way.
How interesting. You can sympathize with someone you despised mere seconds ago.
Yeah, I guess that's the kind of thing Agria would say reeks of naivete.
Perhaps she would. But I find it to be a kind and gentle smell.
I agree. Oh dear. Perhaps we're starting to smell a bit cheesy ourselves.
Thanks, you guys. It's been a while since you've been back to Fenmont. Don't you want to visit any of your friends?
Yeah, sure.
Wait, you didn't make any friends while you were here?
I made plenty of friends. It feels like it's been forever since I went to school here.
Dr. Jude, I didn't know you were back. I couldn't believe it when I heard that the military was after you.
Oh gosh, where do I even begin?
Take a deep breath, Prin. It's okay. Although, to be honest, so much has happened that I don't really know where to begin either.
You weren't really a spy, were you? I can't imagine you being one.
Are you kidding? Jude's smart and all, but I wouldn't hire this goofball to spy on his own nose.
A harsh yet accurate appraisal.
You must be Leia. You're exactly as Dr. Jude described you. You always showed up in his stories, you know.
Really? And here I thought he'd forgotten all about me.
I only mentioned you a few times. Hey, is that a Sylph Jay? Are you treating it?
Yes, I'm doing it as a special favor for an acquaintance of mine.
That's the same bird Alvin uses. I didn't know it was called a Sylph Jay.
They're pretty unique. They can channel wind spirits with their manalobe to help them fly long distances.
Sylph Jays also have the ability to distinguish between the manalobes of different people, and can use that to sense a person's location. Hence their popular use for military communication.
Wow, little guy, you're pretty smart.
Unfortunately, this little one flew too far, too fast, and ended up hurting his manalobe.
Well, that was silly of you. But I like a hard worker.
He'll weaken and die from the injury, and there isn't anything I can do to save him. There is a treatment that uses harmonica grass, but it's impossible to get right now with everything that's happening.
Hey, if that's the case, I'll find some harmonica grass for him.
What?
You know I have a weakness for the smart but bumbling type.
You're still talking about the Sylph Jay, right?
Huh. I figured security would be tighter than this.
I don't suppose we could just charge inside.
That wouldn't be prudent. This is their stronghold.
Rowan? What's the matter?
I was just weighing options. I think Jude might have the right idea here.
Whoa, hey now, are you serious? For once, Mila's telling us to be cautious and not charge in.
Do you have a plan?
More of a hunch, actually. Shall we test it?
If it's good enough for Rowan, count me in.
Stop right there!
We'll try to be merciful.
Sorry, fellas.
Rising go!
Please provide support.
Smash roar! I got it!
Aw, that's it?
Any reinforcements?
Looks clear. But this is the king's house. Shouldn't he have more soldiers?
It could be a trap.
No doubt the Rashagal army has already been deployed for war with Azul.
But wouldn't they tighten security around the royal palace in wartime?
Except for the natural and man-made barriers that protect Fenmont in the north and south, it has few defenses in the event of a siege. If the enemy army breaches its walls, the city is as good as fallen. Troops are wasted here in wartime, so the majority of them are deployed to fortify the naval defenses in Fort Gandala.
That makes sense. But it also means war is imminent. We can't waste this opportunity.
Indeed. This is a Lotus Ring, a device that ferries people throughout Order Palace. We must use it to proceed further.
All aboard?
Wow, Order palace is huge! And it's so sparkly and pretty! I've never seen anything like it!
The entirety of Orta Palace was made out of a single lumen tree. They channeled spirits to grow it into the shape of this giant palace in just 5 years.
This is a single tree? Wow, their spirit arts are incredible!
Oh, you guys actually believe me?
No, not at all! We just thought it sounded true!
Isn't that the same thing?
This thing?
I admit I haven't seen anything like it before.
It seems to be an art designed specifically for security. I've never seen such a thing.
I guess just walking through was too much to hope for.
Naturally. But this won't be enough to stop us.
Now!
Protect me, okay?
Over already?
Prepare yourself for Rowan Ilbert.
No break? We never miss,
Our targets.
especially the ladies.
I can't believe him.
This isn't visiting. This is breaking and entering. Well,
Stop! Right on point!
Savage roar! Roar more! Rising fountain!
Provide support.
no breaks?
Embrace fortitude! Barrier!
Please provide support.
Over already?
I feel like I should say something, but I guess this isn't the time.
Attack!
No breaks?
Very cool. Savage roar!
Get him!
Stay on guard.
Please provide support.
All right.
I'll help too! Get him!
How's that for an old man?
Stop!
No breaks?
Get him!
Provide support.
Rising fountain!
Get him!
Inland!
Hey, try fire! Get him!
Over already?
Shall we cool down?
Hey, looky here!
Please provide support. Rising
All that training's paying off.
Maybe it...
No breaks?
Get him!
Please provide support. Cold fire! Please provide support. All right.
All hell too!
All right.
All hell too!
Let's end this.
Overall ready?
Attack!
Right on point! Get him!
Yeah.
Fire! I'm on fire! Right on point!
Rising up!
Overall ready?
No breaks?
Get him! Get him!
Meteor! Rage onward.
Protect me, okay? Embrace fortitude. Barrier!
I can still do better.
Right on point! Get him!
Please provide support. Rising
All right! All hell too! Right on point!
Time to go to work.
An obvious outcome.
Right on point!
Please provide support.
I'm on fire!
Ready when you are.
Well played. Savage roar!
Increase fortitude. Barrier.
Please provide support.
Savage roar! All that training's paying off.
Maybe.
I will take care of this.
Shall we cool down? Please provide support.
No breaks?
Savage roar! And banish.
Serious? Such an elementary mistake.
Savage roar!
Gather forth the light.
Roar forth! Savage roar! Light shine through and banish the darkness.
I'll help.
Divine
Energize.
I can still do better.
It appears some rats have snuck into the palace. They should be here any moment.
Who are these vermin? I needn't have asked. So you've arrived, Maxwell, and looking much more spry than I expected after your injury.
All to stop you.
Go wait by the lance. We'll obliterate those northern savages as soon as I'm finished with Maxwell.
As you wish.
Ilbert, will you really raise your sword against your master?
My only master is Lord Klein. There is no other.
I'm willing to forgive such insolence, if you return to my side.
Once I thought you had the potential to be a great king, but now I see you've become unworthy of the throne.
No one in this world is more worthy to sit upon this throne than I.
You still don't get it, do you? You lack the qualities needed to govern humanity.
Foolish girl. A king only needs one quality, birthright. He is born into his power.
So he can sacrifice his own people?
Of course. Again, that is my birthright. Now I'll extend my influence over the spirit realm as well.
You will control no one. No man and no spirit either.
Foolish boy. Has Maxwell's impudence rubbed off on you as well?
You can call me whatever you want. Do you have any idea how much your actions have tormented Rowan here? Any idea at all?
Jude, please.
You people think peace is some sort of right. You are mistaken. Peace is a luxury, not a right. Surrender yourselves into my service. That is your duty as my subjects.
You are beyond salvation.
I'm through wasting my time with you. Let's put an end to this right now. I now share all of the mana absorbed by the Lance of Kresnik.
Once I believed that you and I were two friends who traveled along the same path in life. However, now it seems we've reached our journey's end.
With a philosophy like that, life must be convenient. But your beliefs have become a royal pain to all of us. They're just illusions of grandeur.
I can't believe that someone like this could be our king! It's time someone knocks some sense in you!
Jude and Mila and everyone. I have to protect my friends. Off with his head! Off with his head!
Someone needs to put a stop to your ambitions. And
That would be us!
Prepare yourself, Noctigal!
Now I shall show you the power that will unite Riza and Maxia! If you wish to fall from grace, then let it be by my hand.
Are you capable of such when your spear is dulled?
This spear has granted unity and resolve to this country, now and forever.
We shall see, old friend.
But enough talk. There is no greater language than... Whoa! Heaven or earth shall contain me! Demons love!
Failed you.
Indeed!
Take this!
Hearing arc!
Not yet.
Gather forth the light.
No breaks?
Thank goodness.
Here we
Fall
go.
before me! Terrapike!
The light.
Kneel!
Not looking good.
Don't worry, I'm here with you. Savage roar!
You
Get the guards down.
Destruction!
Stay on guard.
Energize.
Stay on guard.
Massacre orb!
Demon ready?
Got it.
Demonic chaos!
There's one step ahead.
Take this. Wake up already.
Okay, that's one.
Got it.
Gather forth the light.
Not yet! Terrapike!
Time for a duet.
But I can't sing.
Ready?
Got it.
Demonic chaos!
Always one.
Savage roar! Strike! Final fury!
But I am king.
Noctigal, you have lost. I request that you stand down.
Oh! You fools, if you kill me, then you will be unwittingly handing Rashigal over to Gaius.
Regardless, as king you must answer for your crimes.
Nonsense. With the Lance of Kresnik, I shall have absolute power.
That's enough! Mankind wasn't meant to wield such power. It would destroy the world as we know it. And you as well.
Mila, wait! This man is Rowan's friend, so Rowan should handle it.
Noctigal, a country without its king is doomed to chaos. You have turned away from the responsibility you must bear. We have both turned away. King Noctigal.
Ilbert, you're not saying that I should...
Let us build a new future for Rashigal together.
You mean you would bear the burden of my crimes as well?
It's of no consequence.
Rowan. Do it.
Yes, Master.
Noctigal!
Who is it? Who's there?
No, they must be after...
The Lance of Kresnik!
Don't worry about me. We must hurry.
It must be awful to lose a friend. Poor Rowan.
I'm sorry for your loss.
I'm fine, everyone. Fighting such an impassioned battle gave Noctigal and I a chance to understand each other again. We have walked different paths, but it was good to remember a time when we called each other friend. I have no regrets whatsoever.
I see. then there is nothing further for me to say.
Do you think that King Noctigal felt the same way?
For Owen's sake, I sure hope so.
Yes, I do believe he did. Thank you. All of you.
Here we go!
Get him!
Rising Falcon! Provide support!
Over already?
Get him!
Swing through! Shivering tone! Rising Falcon!
This reminds me of our training.
I only.
Please provide support.
All right.
I'll help too.
I can still do better.
We're too late.
It's gone! Are you sure it was even here?
Noctigal absorbed the lance's energy before fighting us. It had to have been here.
Gillen's gone as well. Maybe he moved it.
If the lance made it outside, it could be anywhere by now. Let us leave the palace.
I can't figure it out. Who could have fired those arrows that killed Noctigal?
I have no idea. But for an instant, I sensed a strength that was equal to the power of a great spirit.
Well, it's definitely not your pals, since they're trapped in the lance. Wasn't there also talk about a great spirit-like presence in the attack on Himil?
There are two possibilities. Either the enemy has found a way to control the Four, or there are other great spirits of which I am not aware.
So we're going to end up fighting a great spirit either way. Wonderful.
Halt! Identify yourselves!
Uh-oh. This ain't good.
Hey, hold on. Aren't you Chief Hilbert?
That is correct.
I have a message. Let me through.
What is it?
Ajul's army is on the march. The enemy force is said to exceed 50,000 men.
The war. It started.
Order the troops to attack.
Forward to victory!
Forward to victory!
Forward to victory! Prepare to attack!
Forward to victory!
Prepare to attack! Prepare to attack! Forward to victory! Forward to victory! Prepare to attack! Forward to victory! Prepare to attack!
$50,000? From Sapstrath?
No, they're coming from north of Fenmont. They're in Fezabel Marsh.
Impossible. How do they intend to march across such impassable terrain? The spirit climbs have stopped shifting.
Chief Ilbert, we are unable to decipher their method of transportation.
This is bad, isn't it? All our soldiers are concentrated in Fort Gandala and at sea.
At this point, we may not have time to move our troops into position.
You need not worry. Deputy Chief of Staff Gillen foresaw this attack. He is transporting our new weapon to the battlefield as we speak.
I knew it.
Soldier, who ordered you to carry this message?
The Deputy Chief himself. Is something wrong?
No. You are dismissed.
Gilland is up to something.
Whatever it is, we must head to Fezabel Marsh at once.
Why are you always fighting without me? Well, if you insist on leaving me...
Has our eminent tactician figured out how the enemy plans to cross Fezabel Marsh?
I'm afraid not. During the Renome season, the marsh flow weakens enough to make a crossing possible. But spirit climb changes have been thrown off kilter. The marsh flow should remain active.
What's this marsh flow?
The marsh's many bodies of water are linked together, with their water flowing through underground channels. If you were to fall into one, you'd get carried off to who knows where.
Oh, that wouldn't be a problem. I'm a great swimmer.
The maze of channels is quite complicated. It could be 10 years before you're finally pulled to the surface.
Yikes. Don't know if I can hold my breath for that long.
And yet the enemy intends to cross it with a full army. That leads me to one conclusion.
That Jude has a tactician even greater than the conductor himself?
Yes.
This library is spectacular.
It should be. Orda Palace is said to have the largest collection of books in all of Riza Maxia.
If I had the time to spare, I could spend decades here reading through it all. This is Men and Women Beneath the Sheets, Volume 4! The publisher said it was banned, and the entire print run destroyed. Something that's not even supposed to exist, just sitting here like it's the most natural thing in the world.
And that's good?
We would never even consider the issue of whether it's good or evil if its existence had remained a secret. Should it be known, I am sure opinions would vary. But debating right and wrong is itself a part of culture. In fact, isn't free communication the very heart of all human culture?
I suppose that it is.
Great! Now that I know you understand, let's try reading a little.
Let's do that some other time.
I understand that humans haven't engaged in large-scale warfare since the Battle of Fezabel 20 years ago.
For someone who doesn't meddle in human business, you sure seem to know a lot about our history.
I read a book about recent human history while I was convalescing in Larand.
You read it in a book? Guess Jude's not the only honor student.
The book confirmed my theory. Humans haven't changed one bit since ancient times.
And I suppose your impression of ancient times also comes from a book.
Did you say something?
Oh, I just said that as long as humans never change, we mercenaries will never go hungry.
Oh, that's some fine staffmanship.
I'm still learning. I won't quit training till it's an extension of my body.
Your dedication to your art is admirable. It puts mine to shame.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Now don't get all psyched up just because she praised you.
Whatever, I'm psyched! Yeah! Ow! My head.
See? What did I just tell you?
No, it really hurts.
You'll be fine. Here, I'll take care of it for you.
Leia truly handles her staff well. But Jude handles Leia even better.